Zoom is an extremely popular video chatting service with a cutting edge of allowing the recording of the conversation. A feature not rolled out by many of its competitors with a desktop or cloud-based versions. Recently, Zoom has let it be known that it doesn't have 300 million day-by-day dynamic clients. The affirmation comes after several users saw the organization had discreetly altered a blog entry making the case prior this month. Zoom initially expressed it had in excess of 300 million day-by-day clients and that in excess of 300 million individuals around the globe are utilizing Zoom during this difficult time. Zoom later erased these references from the first blog entry and now asserts 300 million everyday Zoom meeting members. The contrast between a day-by-day dynamic client (DO) and meeting member is huge. Everyday meeting members can be checked on numerous occasions. On the off chance that you have 5 Zoom gatherings in a day, at that point you're tallied multiple times. A DO is tallied once every day and is ordinarily utilized by organizations to gauge administration utilization. Just checking gathering members is simple, to some degree misdirecting, approach to cause your foundation use to appear to be bigger than it is. The blog was altered on April 24, a day after the numbers stood out as truly newsworthy around the world. After the news got footing, Zoom altered their blog entry. Zoom's development has been noteworthy, however, the organization has not really given a day-by-day dynamic client tally. Zoom use has taken off from 10 million everyday meeting members back in December to 300 million this month. Opponents like Microsoft Teams and Google Meet seem, by all accounts, to be shutting the hole, however. Microsoft said yesterday it currently has 75 million day-by-day dynamic clients of Teams, a hop from 70% in a month. Microsoft likewise recorded 200 million gathering members in a solitary day this month. Google Meet is including around 3 million new clients every day and hit more than 100 million day-by-day Meet gathering members as of late. Cisco likewise uncovered recently that it has a sum of 300 million WebEx clients, and saw recruits near 240,000 of every a 24-hour time frame. Cisco has not yet given everyday meeting member numbers, or day-by-day dynamic client checks. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and others are as yet pursuing Zoom with new highlights and free administrations. Google made its Meet assistance free this week, and both Microsoft and Google have expanded what number of individuals you can see at the same time in light of Zoom's well-known exhibition C. Google is reporting today that its Meet video conferencing administration, referred to beforehand as Hangouts Meet, is presently free for anyone who needs to utilize it. Recently outfitted towards big business and instructive use, Google Meet would now be able to be utilized by anybody with a Google record and supports gatherings of any measure of time in any event until October, when they may be restricted to an hour for up to 100 individuals. It's a major move that is unmistakably intended to counter Zoom's prevalence. Google is likewise observing its own expansion sought after for Meet, with in excess of 100 million everyday meeting members as individuals move to remote work and tutoring. That doesn't approach the 300 million day-by-day clients that Zoom claims it has, yet Google Meet is obviously rising as a solid Zoom elective. Microsoft has been intently checking how individuals are utilizing Teams for remote working and settled the rollout of new highlights like custom foundations as of late. Virtual foundations have gotten exceptionally mainstream on Zoom, in any event, arriving at image levels of profound respect. Microsoft reported its own flood in Teams to use a month ago, close by some new highlights it's intending to convey in the not-so-distant future. One component, a virtual lift your hand for consideration, is as of now turning out to Teams clients. Much like Google, Microsoft is likewise getting ready to expand the number of members who can be seen at the same time in the coming weeks. Zoom at present backings 49 individuals in its synchronous display C, with Microsoft going to help 9 and Google at 16. Microsoft and Google are both wanting to help considerably more individuals later on. Microsoft is additionally hustling to prepare Teams for purchasers to utilize this late spring. The Teams for Purchasers push is a piece of a more extensive Microsoft 365 buyer membership exertion, and it includes tweaking Teams to make it well disposed of for gatherings of companions or families. Microsoft is pointing Teams at individuals who plan trips with companions, or those sorting out book clubs and get-togethers. New highlights remember the capacity for companions to associate for a gathering visit or through video calls, and alternatives to share plans for the day, photographs, and other substances in a solitary area. Google and Microsoft aren't the main rivals hoping to react to Zoom, however. Facebook immediately mixed to dispatch Messenger Room a week ago, a response to Zoom and Houseparty. The genuine test for Zoom and its rivals will be the fallout of the coronavirus pandemic. Microsoft is planning for a future that is immensely extraordinary, however, one where the organization accepts this video calling flood will decay. No one could have anticipated Zoom's quick ascent in prevalence in light of a worldwide pandemic. The race is currently on to see which organization drives the path in molding what number of us speak with companions, family, and collaborators in the new ordinary that rises in the months ahead.